the only one, the bridge I was going to use between those was, how many of your clients insist on staying in the director's chair for their first outing, percentage-wise?
You mean how many of the ones that are directors insist that they need to direct their project?
Yes, specifically people who have not yet sold a script or directed a film.
Personally, for my roster, none. Partially because I don't really sign developmental clients. I don't sign people that aren't already WGA, DGA, all that. But there's exceptions. Like, just if any manager says, oh, I'm not looking to sign anyone, they might not actively be looking to sign someone, but if they find someone amazing, they'll sign someone new.
Yeah.
And so my first client that I'd ever signed on, that was a writer director, he referred me to this writing duo that I honestly only took a look at because of who referred them to me. And he said they're non-WGA, like pre-WGA, they've had stuff optioned, they've never had anything sold, but they're really amazing. You should take a look at them. I found out down the road that client of mine never actually read their scripts, just like them as humans. So that's a fun thing. But when I read the scripts, I did think that they were really, really amazing. And it was this thing of, how have you not had a film made yet? You guys are the real deal. And so with the exception of them, I don't sign developmental clients, right? So they're people that this isn't their first rodeo. For that writing duo specifically, one of them wants to be a director. The other one does not. The one that wants to be a director, they understand how the film industry works, because even though they haven't had a script produced, they've been working in the film industry for decades, just on the on-set side. They've been part of crew. So they understand how it works. They understand that they're going to put their trust in me as a manager to navigate with them what the best strategy is to get them to the point where they can be directing. And they know that going out your first bat and saying, I have to be the director on this, is going to significantly decrease the chances that you're going to be selling that script.
Yeah, I understand. And I've worked with clients who were more developmental stage, where we got offers from major networks on stuff, but they would have been required that person leave the chair, and it didn't make sense on a lot of this, given what was going on. So it's I
know, like with that client specifically, right? That he is
with
not
that client specifically, most of the time it's too big an ask. There were extenuating circumstances that are not public. So
and so and with my client that hasn't directed yet but wants to be a director, he has one script that he insists he wants to be the director on, and does not want to budge at all for that. And so I just pre-strikes and all that, I said, we're not going out with that script. We're just not going to, that's not going to be the first script of yours we're going to sell, because it'll be easier for us to sell a script that you're not attached to direct and then work on getting you there. And in the meantime, he's been working on his director's reel. And because if you want to be a director, you need to have something to show for it. You're not going to just say you want to be a director and then have someone hire you for a feature film when you haven't even done a short film.
Yeah, no, that's incredibly true. And it is also an incredibly different game once the director is tested. It's the degree of difficulty goes down dramatically in terms of financing basically anything, if it's even the same ballpark.